Hayseed Highway from Gator Park on 105.1 Bob FM. Hey, this is Cruz. It's your lucky day because we have the guys from Gator Park in the studio this morning. How are you guys?
Fantastic.
Great.
Good. Thanks for coming in and hanging out with us. They came in a little early. We've been chatting, and it's been a great time. So could you be so kind to introduce yourselves to our Bob listeners?
Yeah, my name's Kerry Degman.
I'm Brian Hobbs.
And Andy Hobbs.
And we got our buddy Brian here from Nashville helping us out on the cajon.
So are you guys from Nashville, or where are you guys from?
Andy and I are from a little town called Kennett Square, Pennsylvania.
I'm from Oregon.
Okay. We're spread out here.
Bi-coastal.
Yeah. All right. So how did Gator Park? How'd you guys come to be a group?
Andy and I, brothers, stuck together our whole lives. Carrie, we met in Nashville. His wife was looking after my kid randomly when they moved to town, and we all just started bonding over music. We started playing up in a little place called the Tree House out behind my house back in the woods a little bit. We started writing songs, and about 8 months later, here we are sitting with you. It's amazing.
I love it. Now, there's two things that really stand out, at least for me, about you all. We're going to talk about that here in a sec. Right now, it's Garth Brooks, The Thunder Rolls on Bob FM. Garth Brooks on 105.1 Bob FM. Hey, this is Cruz. Thanks for tuning in on your Saturday morning. We're still hanging out with the guys from Gator Park. They were so kind to come in and hang out with us. Now, guys, I mentioned before we went into Garth that there are two things that really stand out to me about Gator Park. And the thing is that you guys are a trio. It's not really that common in country music anymore. How did you guys just like to be a trio, or how did that?
Yeah, I think when we were getting together, and Brian and I had never even really sang much before. I don't think we knew that we were going to be a trio starting off. But once these songs came together and we started singing them, it all kind of made sense, and the voices all worked together. And
when we went out to record this album with Max Collins, we literally had no idea who was going to be singing lead. We're a true trio, like Alabama, Little Texas, these bands we love. There's no front man. We all sing lead on different songs. Max, it's like baseball. You're in the studio, you're up, you strike out. Max, like, that's not happening. You're out. Next guy. So his egos checked at the door, and it just came together, not like we expected necessarily from the outside.
Absolutely. And if you guys don't know, Max Collins, lead singer of Eve 6, he actually produced Gator Park's new album, which is fantastic, by the way. And the other thing that really stands out for me about you guys are a more traditional country sound. Like anymore, it's more poppy country music, but you guys are more traditional. Is there a reason for that, or just kind of your influences? Or
Yeah, I think we all kind of grew up in different eras, being different ages. So I grew up on the 90s country, Garth Brooks, Jackson, and then Brian, being a little bit older, grew up Steve Earle influenced, and so it's just like you have all these worlds colliding. Kind of what we came up with, plus having a rock guy produce us, it just came up like a really unique sound.
Yeah, it's a good blend for you guys as far as all that goes. Now, you kind of name dropped some Alabama and Garth. Who are some of your main influences on recording?
Steve Earle is the big one for us. We listen to his records a ton.
Andy loves a lot of bluegrass
Yeah,
music.
Okay.
Bluegrass thing. When I was in high
Andy's
school, I saw a band that kind of turned me on to that music. So some of the storytelling kind of aspects of bluegrass really stuck with me.
Andy's our high harmony ringer, so I don't think a lot of that comes from the bluegrass.
Yeah, bluegrass is kind of a thing where I think a lot of people really like it, but not everybody admits it out loud. So,
Yeah. I was listening to it most of the way up here in the car yesterday.
Yeah, I like Dierks Bentley. His kind of bluegrassy album. That's one of my favorite albums. I love that album.
Yeah.
Now, speaking of albums, you guys have a new album out, The Lake. Where can our listeners check that album out?
iTunes, Google, Xbox, wherever you can buy an album, Spotify, Pandora, it's everywhere.
I just bought an Xbox, so I'll have to check that one out. I didn't know you could do that.
I didn't know either.
That's awesome. Now you guys are is it on SoundCloud as well? You can kind of stream it to
it's
see.
on SoundCloud, and you can get that through our website, gatorparkmusic.com. And you can find us on the usual suspects of social media.
Okay, yeah, absolutely. Now you guys want to play something off the lake for us?
Yeah, I'd love to.
All right.
Sure. Like we were saying, we write all of our own songs. We're very proud. Every song on this album we wrote. This song a little bit more in the traditional vein. We came up with this title, and we thought it'd be kind of hard to go wrong from there. The song is called "I'm Bad, But You're Worse."
Well, I might flirt with a waitress
or two from time to time. Better than I can say for you and the pool boy. And I might like my whiskey, but that's not such a crime. I seen you pound a pint glass full of moonshine. I'm bad, but you're worse. I ain't a blessing, but you're a curse. I would rather shovel dirt or get kicked where it hurts than spend one more night with you, eating crow and dodging shoes. If someone's leaving, darling, I'll go first. I'm bad, but you're worse. Well, I might talk like a sailor, but I know my audience. You let the F-bombs fly when you met my mom and dad. And I might stay out late night, but I'd get my ass out of bed. This month you've called in sick 31 times. I'm bad, but you're worse. I ain't a blessing, but you're a curse. I would rather shovel dirt or get kicked where it hurts than spend one more night with you, eating crow and dodging shoes. If someone's leaving, darling, I'll go first. I'm bad, but you're worse. You can take the house, the truck, the dog, and keep the ring I got. You take it all, I'll take it as a win. Oh! I'm bad, but you're worse. I ain't a blessing, but you're a curse. I would rather shovel dirt or get kicked where it hurts than spend one more night with you, eating crow and dodging shoes. If someone's leaving, darling, I'll go first. I'm bad, but you're worse.
All right, guys, that was awesome. Gator Park on Bob FM. Now, what's next for you guys?
Nashville for a hot minute, and then back
more
out
weeks
to,
of we're just visiting all these radio stations all over the country. Hayseed Highway seems to be getting played, which completely surprised us. We're very blessed that that's happening, so we're just gonna go where they tell us and keep doing this.
Yeah, well, you guys are super talented, and I love that new single, Hayseed Highway. Thank you guys so much for coming in. Now, be sure to check out Gator Park on Facebook, facebook.com/Gator Park Music. Check out the new album, The Lake, on iTunes or Xbox or SoundCloud. Be sure to check these guys out. They're all over the social media. They've got a YouTube. And you guys are on Twitter, right? What is the handle on Twitter? I think that's what they
Gator
call it.
Park Music and all social networks. So
Okay.
Gator Park Music.
Be sure to put the music, because I did Gator Park as just a search, and it was totally unrelated.
Gator Park.
So, yeah. All right, guys. Thanks for coming in and hanging out with us. We've got more real country variety coming up next on 105.1 Bob FM.